What is going on, guys? We're here to talk about Anthem that's come out. I think it comes out the 22nd. Everybody should be you're either one side or another about what you think about this game, with Electronic Arts running it and how there's been a lot of controversy going around it. I'll talk about that a little bit, but in reality it's more about the gameplay itself and what we liked at it as a group. I've put in 6-7 hours, most of it on stream, a little bit off of stream. On stream, didn't have very many problems with it, had a lot of fun. There was a couple problems off stream that I'll talk about later on. So let's get started with what I liked about it. First thing would have to be the movement. I really love the dynamic movement of being able to go into combat, out of combat, and just how it felt fluid to transition. There wasn't a point where I felt stuck, and there was balance. Oh my goodness.
To discover one of these, jotting down potential applications of the manifold.
Oh, I'm flying. That's dope. Oh, I'm out. Yo. Ooh, monsters. Come on, bitch. Come here.
Honestly, this is pretty cool.
So what is this? I like that there was balances that enemies had stagger and they could overheat you, that kept you from running away, that forced you to stay in these fights. Oh, what the fuck? Just hit me. Is there another turret? I just lost my whole shield. There is another turret. It's up above us here. Careful. Very good concept of the game. Movement alone is really cool. I like the cooldown system, that flying through rain or close to water helps cool down your system. Liked how the game seemed to kind of ramp up its difficulty, where the levels would get insanely hard really quick. It wasn't one of those that you could just put it on the hardest difficulty and still breeze through. It definitely took 4 people. We played the campaign that was in here twice. Once myself and Tanimal, and then one time with all 4 of us going through. About to get interesting, son! Oh god.
Shields
So
out.
legit, no, I'm dead. They knocked me out mid-drop. That's fine.
I'll get you, Chris.
We did the challenging on the hardest difficulty, which definitely made the game fun, would be the way I'd describe it. I wouldn't play it on normal or easy for the fact that it seems like at hard the challenge was just right for us. It took all 4 of us playing at the top of our game, making sure we're picking each other up, and we lost a couple times. Like, it wasn't one of those things that you could just cruise through and you take some damage but you never fully died. No, we got wiped out a couple times, especially when it came to the bosses.
Hard
Myself a war
difficulty.
machine.
Enemy damage and health is increased by 300%. Drops of maximum rarity is increased by 100%. That's cool.
So they want the hard difficulty.
Hard. Grandmaster 3, but that's level 30.
I really liked the combat system. The bosses were over the top and fun, and it took the game from a first-person shooter to almost a bullet hell and how much you had to dodge. By focusing maybe limbs, we've seen 2 different groups of enemies, the Askar and the Dominion. Both seem like they're good enemy choices. They have their own abilities, they can knock you back.
Looks like he's got a weak spot on his back.
Ooh, my fire.
Yeah, I can stun him facing me if that makes it easier.
No, it's fine.
Oh, that was a big thing that just disappeared. No, it didn't disappear. It is still there. What up? And it's this way. I am sorry, team. I'm sorry. Oh, it can teleport. It can teleport. That's great. That's great. I love it when enemies teleport. Suck a dick. Suck a big old bag of dicks. Tanner, what are you doing?
I'm fixing the audio because, it's, super fucking loud. Fucking annoying.
They have abilities that can stop your shields, stop your stop your movements. And then the javelins themselves are totally customizable. I really like that part about it. Looking at game like the Behemoth, the Ranger, the Scout, I forget their names right now off the top of my head, but they're all... Oh, and the Sorcerer. Sorcerer or Wizard, I can't remember the last one, but he's pretty good abilities all across the board. They each have their own roles. I like playing the tank unit, which gave me extra health and a higher damage output with a ultimate coming in. Pain.
Almost got my ult.
Alright, that restores me. Whereas other characters that I played with, like the Ranger, they gave you the higher mobility with the larger range of damage.
Where are some... Oh,
that ult is so dope. Sorcerer, which gave you elemental damage that froze and knocked shields back, and then
I don't want to get on you if you can't kill anybody. I see you freezing people but not killing them.
I'm killing them too.
they all came together to complement really nicely. I liked the combo system that it gave you, because I didn't just have to combo my own. I could see that one of my players in my party were using their abilities and hit them with one of mine to create a super combo that did massive damage. I'm gonna put on my shield here.
I'm gonna pop my damage boost here in a second. And pop a damage boost. When you standing it right, you get a 20% damage boost. It only lasts right in like 10 seconds.
Curse destroyed.
No, you stand in it, you shoot from it, and you get a 20%. Yeah.
Don't you use your ultimate at me. I'm gonna put you down. Is there another turret I'm missing?
It's right here. Oh my god, there's two of them right here. Chris, you missed all of them except for one.
The world itself is beautiful. We were flying around and it was just brought to our attention of how much there was to look at here.
The movement's pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, but you don't level up that way. I'm trying to figure out... Oh my goodness, this thing's a turtle. Oh, come here!
Is it turtle?
It's fucking... It's turtling up the damage. Oh, I'm overheated. And I have acid damage.
XP nerd. Ah!
As you come back and get hit by the same thing.
I'm fucking him up.
His weak spot's behind him, it looks like. Or his... Oh, you gotta hit him in the eyes so he doesn't duck. The fuck just hit him? Oh, the
Bunch
Ren
of
hit
them.
him.
So for the
Oh,
mission,
we're going on to the next mission area.
okay, dead. Okay, let's go to the mission area.
Oh, but meleeing him does a ton of damage.
I'm a fire. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, I'm still.
I wasn't flying and I was like, oh, this is such a grind to get from point A to point B. Like, why can't we just have it be closer? Why does the world have to be so big? It's that big for the exploratory aspect of the game, which is something I want to go back and redo. From the game, we got a bunch of good loot just in time for the game to drop us. Had a hard time loading. I know Tanimal, when we were playing the first time through, had a really tough time getting his audio and visual effects to work. It kept really dropping out on him.
When we get into like the shit, we can.
Okay.
Is it like super frame
let's
ready
see.
for you?
No, not really, actually.
Oh my god, the audio is so cutting out for me. It sounds so bad. Oh god, it's so hard. It's like audio's cutting out. It's so bad.
Oh, killed it. Where's my health? Oh, I am badly damaged. So the game still has some bugs, but it is a demo. There is time for it to be fixed before release, especially now that you can see with the high player base the connectivity issue can be a problem. We're talking about Electronic Arts pushing this game outwards, putting this game out, which causes people to have sentiments against it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the rest of their system's going to look. I can tell you that the gameplay itself is solid. It's a really good gameplay system. It makes people feel, or it made me feel like I was having a lot of fun, as you'll see in the clips that are included here. Then between these bits, that it looks like we had fun, and I would say I had fun. There wasn't a point where I was like, oh my god, this is boring, and after playing the demo twice, same missions twice, some of them even 3 to 4 times, depending on how many times we had to take the character through, I can honestly say I didn't get bored with each mission. Once I solved the puzzles, it was easy for us to go through quickly, but we still had fun doing it. And there was always little things that we could go off and do on the side while we were doing the mission, like hunting animals or clearing out a camp of Iskars.
Oh, combo.
Wombo combo.
I tell ya.
You had it
You
turned
did-
to Wumbo.
You have it set to F for Reveiw when it should be set to W for Wombo.
So in my opinion, the game was fun, but it was also a game that I only played with 4 or more people. Or full was 4 people, because you could have 4 people max in the party. I never had a point where we would have just myself. There was always 2, 3, or 4 of us in it. And having that communication and hearing us just talk and having to strategize on how to attack the bosses made the game a lot more fun. As people said, this looks like a clone of Destiny. And in sense, it does share some common ideas, the hunting for loot, the hunting for the way it's designed and how it looks. But it's not. I would not compare it to Destiny in the sense that it's a different story, it handles different, the abilities might be similar, and the design of having different units in a game working together might be similar, but the Destiny wasn't the first one to come up with that. That's been a trope that's been around for some time, so I would never say that this is a Destiny clone. It's its own thing. So will I be buying this game the day it comes out? Probably not, because I want to make sure that EA isn't going to shoot us in the foot here with some BS right at release that you have to buy all this extra stuff. And I just want to make sure that the game is fully complete before I get it. I don't want to spend $60 to feel like I have to spend another $60 just to get the full content of the game, which seems to be the norm now. But right now, in the demo, I like it a lot. So, like I said, I recommend trying it out for yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys playing the game.